This is a quick tutorial on how to embed objects into your school Fusion pages. The example I'm going to be using today is a Google form, which I've already created here. So I'm going to pull up the embed code. There's two locations. Either go to File and Embed, or Send Form, click Embed, and you'll also get the code. Now most School Fusion pages are about 600 pixels, so I'm going to go ahead and shrink this form down and then grab the code with Control-C from my keyboard. There's several locations on your School Fusion page where you can embed. The first one today is going to be in our description. Select Edit Description, and as you can see, I already have an image loaded in here, so I'm going to be placing it directly underneath. Select the source code button, scroll down beneath the code for the picture, and use Control-V to paste. You can select the source code button again so that you can edit your frame, and then select Edit Description. And you can see there is our form that we've just loaded. The second location is the announcement section. The benefit of using the announcement section is that if you're using a form for signups or scheduling where there's an end date, you can actually utilize the end date option for your announcements under More Options. And then that way the announcement will automatically disappear, including the form when you're ready. So again, select source code, paste in source code again, and I'm going to go ahead and center it, and then always make sure that you have placed a title in for your announcements, and then go ahead and click Save at the bottom. And you can see that we now have our form in our announcements, and it will disappear on our end date. Now the last location is the web pages, which is actually a tool provided on your Classroom Fusion. I've already created a page, so we're just going to edit this one. Now one of the things I want to show you on this page is that you might come across a time where you actually have multiple things on your page and you want to insert your object or form between those objects. And so I'm going to show you an example here where I have two sets of text and I want my form in between. And when you look at the source code, you can see it can get a little confusing as where to go. So I like to use a little cheat. I'm going to grab my code one more time. I like to throw a word in where I want to place my object, and then when I go back to my source code I can actually find that word, or I can use Control-F on my computer and locate it that way, and then I can paste directly behind that word. Flip back over to your source code. Make sure you delete the word that you've placed in there as your locator, and then center your object and go ahead and click Edit Article to update your page. And you can see here is our form that we have placed in between our two text objects. Now if you decide that you don't like the size, you can actually go back into the source code and locate your size in the coding there. Just look for those numbers that we used when we took our source code from our Google form, and you can actually change them directly in there, and then jump back over to source, and you can see it's a little bit wider, and then we'll edit the article again just to more clearly see that we've now made our form wider in there as well. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Thank you.